Hi. So yeah, we got two new maps, or one rework, big time, and division. Like we basically have two reworks and a few bug fixes. Just gonna get in game like live and just look through them, give you and the people who give a shit in terms of like potentially devs or whatever, give them my opinion on it. I'm not gonna look through the maps that just got like bug fixes. Like kennels, for example, like the rain inside the bar was fixed and shit. Like, I don't think that we need to look through that. I mean, they probably didn't fuck up anything during like bug fixes. So we're just gonna go through like division real quick and then look into new fucking bureau, which yeah, I haven't seen much of either of them. Just the dev update video. Yeah, and I can't host rooms apparently. That's good. Can I? Oh, there's no server. Wait, there's no EU server. Nice. So let's just play on Russia, which doesn't. So Russia doesn't work. Okay, that's amazing. So Turkey maybe. Yeah, that's just no. I just can't pick a server apparently. Can I just join into? I can't join in deathmatch either. So I have to say I liked Old Division for the simplicity of it. Like it was a mirrored map, just not many head glitches, just largely aside from the plant pots belong and like the small couches, it was largely like vertical cover. Yeah, so let's look through whatever they did to it now. Yeah, that's like there's like not a new doorway. Why is it like so like I don't really get why we needed to turn the map into a maze. Like, okay, let me say it like that. Newer players will find it easy to play on this map because there are tons and tons of angles where you can just sit, have like a decent bit of cover, not be expected immediately. Like there's a hell of a lot to pre-aim for a TDM map, and that's going to be really difficult, especially considering aim assist. Like you can just sit here and hold the angle with like an AUG or something or an SG and just hold down your shoot button and you're gonna get free kills because they need to get past your teammates long to get to you and get you can't even get through here, right? Wait. Oh no, there is another entrance here. Yeah, so it's either this angle or back here, which is now covered from their spawn, so you pretty much also you have a meat grinder here as well. Then there's like long, which not much happened here. Just that there's this corner, like the cubby thing isn't here anymore. Well, like I think I prefer this map visually, gameplay wise, and like map in terms of the build up of the map, the old one. But there isn't, like it's a TDM map. Like it's not much of an issue. Even if this map was bad, like you're just gonna play another one, right? So yeah. Turned from probably the best TDM, like the second best after like the Beta Brewery, to like probably I think I prefer current Brewery over this. I think so. Let's get into. Yeah, we can keep TDM, I guess. Do I have allowed? Wait, why can I? Oh, special commands are up here now. Nice. So let's go with Bureau, and yeah, have a little look around. So. What I mainly want to do is I want to check if executes still work, which like there were some major issues. I'm just gonna explain it in a second. So yeah, I'm gonna keep the Scout for now. So let me just I'm just gonna start at CT spawn and have a little wait. Is this no? It doesn't. Okay. Yeah, I mean not much happened here aside from like visual and a fire alarm. Wait. I heard about this, with the ambient audio. So, this gets rid of all audio. Nice. So, you're forced to have ambient audio now. It sounds like a fire alarm of sorts. Okay. So, I'm not going to say anything about that. I might talk about that on another occasion. So, what mainly happened here... so... The issue with the old entrance, like right here, was like it's positive, the old one, right? So back then it was a pretty big entrance, like it went from like I think here all the way to here. So it was pretty difficult to smoke it off with one smoke, unless you were precise as fuck, like right now. And because it was also higher, now you can just, you know, yeet it somewhere to that wall, and it's gonna be smoked off. Which, it simplifies taking A lot, which I don't think is positive, but you know, I'm pretty sure they thought something about it, right? So you can't camp this corner anymore, which is good, I think. All of this is smaller. The good banana angle doesn't work anymore because you have less cover. Presumably this is still wall bangable. Yes, yes. No staircase here. That's gonna be 8s. Like this angle is gonna be hella 8s. Yeah, that's still the same. Wait. Oh my god, no. Please no. Oh my fucking, yeah, that's gonna be fucking HIV. So yeah, that door, same for that door as well, like from what I said before. Amazingly simple to smoke off now. Wait, can you still like smoke intel from banana? You cannot really, except if you do that, you know, but you're gonna be exposed to that then. Yeah, smokes are still fucked, you know, like, aside from the fact that that's still going on, you know. So, same thing again. Doors a lot smaller means hella easy to smoke off. You could just throw a smoke somewhere in the general area and it's going to be perfectly smoked off. Which, I think, again, is negative because it takes a layer of skill away from, you know, taking away information. So, that was the thing that I care about as well. Can you still... No, you can't. That also takes a lot of information. So, simply, I'm just going to simply explain this, okay? The way you play this map is you get information as early as possible and then fall back. You only, like, it's not supposed to work to just stay here and, like, hold the entire push from here. You're meant to get early information, fall back, and do the same in lab, right? That's how it's supposed to go. Now, you can't get early information until they hit this choke point. So, this we call this triangle. Now it's not even like now it's more like fucking some whatever shape. So, it's impossible to properly smoke intel from out here. So the most useful B strat, which used to be take away information on A, so they can't really tell whether you execute A or B. That's not really possible anymore, or not as easy, and therefore, like, it's really weird. Can you? I'm not gonna do that for everything, by the way. I just want to know because that's something that could accidentally happen. Yeah, nice. So, yeah, what? Who the hell are you? Okay. So, yeah, nothing really changed here, aside from those becoming head glitches, or, like, not really head glitches, but, like, a lot more cover than before, which, you know, amazing. T-spawn. I'm gonna check for, like, old smoke lineups later. The tree is different. Nice. Let me check the textures in spawn. They are also different. Nice. Yeah, I think I just saw some graphic shit back there, but that doesn't really matter. That thing is higher now, so you have to get up here too, or can you? Yeah, you can still spot. That looks so much higher, and you can still jump spot. That's really weird. Can you get it? Can you still get up there? You can. It's way easier now, I think. Like, I used to hate this jump because I always couldn't do it, like, very far back then, because I have my jump button down right, so I can't aim and jump at the same time. But now it seems like really simple. You just have to hit, like, the blue things, and you're basically up there for free. Is that texture different? It is not. But, wait, let me just... Yeah, you can't. That's pretty shit. Pretty instrumental way for to fake A was smokes from here, which, as we can see, don't work anymore. Or do they come through here? They don't. So that's already pretty bad for the map, but I'm gonna get into why that is in a second. So it's probably gonna be pretty obvious that it won't work through here as well. Am I correct with that? You don't even get... Oh, you get stuck, okay. Probably gonna be something like that. I'm gonna look into this in a second. Yeah, so that's pretty bad. So now in terms of map design, I'm gonna get into why that is bad in a second. Interesting idea to make. Yeah, it's again like you just have way better crossfires, or like you have way tighter choke points, which is also going to be good for CT, which makes the map even more CT sided. But yeah, that corner is bigger, and this entire area here is bigger. That is wide as fuck from what it looks like. There's less cover here, but there is hella cover here. But I don't think you're gonna be fully covered. No. Can't really see anything that would make. Oh. Yeah, that's oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna get into that in a second. So that's pretty bad here. That is pretty bad. Like it makes the map insanely much CT sided. Like hella CT sided. You can jump. Oh my god, you can jump spot like that. Oh fuck. Yeah, yeah, that annoying as shit angle is gone, thankfully. You can still like sort of get into this corner and be like, probably can't do that. Yeah. Let's go into B side. Oh my god, why? Who is that? Yeah, that's gonna be hella AIDS. I can already tell you what's gonna happen. So you can't, like back then you smoke. That's also higher. You can smoke like you used to smoke HQ from middle, which would probably pop like here. That would get you, or like if you did good, it would be like back here. And you had this angle right here because no one was stupid enough to cover anything else because that angle here is so powerful. Right now, what's gonna happen is you clear this angle, but you don't have too much time because they can push through smoke anytime. But you have to get to B, and someone is gonna hang out in this corner, which is you can't even see people. Like I don't think that there will be much more than the head exposed from here. Yeah, that's gonna be hella annoying. Same as this. Yeah, that's also gonna be pretty bad for like sniping. Yeah, that's also unnecessary. Yeah, it's not even covered. So, what we have here, like the main issues that I see, except for like once I have to check one thing. One second, give me a second. So, yeah, that's a lot easier to see now. I think that's good. Also, those things being a bit smaller is also going to do good. Yeah, that's definitely a good thing. Yeah. So, aside from all of that. That's also pretty powerful. Want to know one more thing? You can't get back on that anymore. You can't look through it anymore. So let's get into why I think that some of this is a pretty bad idea. So the way Bureau worked back then was you have a building that is largely like the entire map is a building. This does not happen on any other map, in CS:GO, for example. Nuke is the only map that is mostly inside, and even Nuke has lot more outside area than Bureau, right? And on Nuke you can get to a bomb site by going fully through outside area, or largely, I would say, not fully, just largely. So old Bureau had the strong suit that you could smoke B side from here, you could smoke A side from here, you could smoke lab from here, you could smoke Intel cross from here, you could smoke B long that was here, you can smoke B long entrance from here, you can smoke HQ from you could smoke HQ from somewhere around here. Like the map was inside, but it was not treated as such. So right now, like the way you would let's play through B-side execute, okay? What you want is to get as many people on the side as fast as possible and catch rotators. So you pretty much have. I'm not going to throw the flashes, and Nate's just gonna point at them the way you would have thrown them, right? So what you would do is you go banana. You want to have one person banana. You have someone here to catch rotators, right? So they're pretty put. They just stay here. Be careful, like they're careful that you don't get backstep while you're doing shit in mid. Aside from that, you have 2 people mid, 2 people long, which is general B split, right? So first you have the smoke that pops HQ, then you have a smoke that goes lab from here, like 2 of the mid players. You then get another smoke from spawn. You then have the banana guy smoke intel. So what happens then is all of the people banana don't have info. They don't have info anymore, which generally means they can't be sure if you're pushing. Like you could be just crouching all the way through here, and you could already, like, they don't have info, so you could already be here, which means either they push into your rotator or make sound, which gives you info that there are less people B, or they stay put and just wait, which is also good for you, because if they are waiting, they don't rotate. So you generally already, like that, have 1 or 2 people in intel/lab, which means you have a B side play of 4 versus 3. You have almost full utility. They can't use much of their utility because of the way the map works. This means you smoke off across here, so you don't get in contact with the person that is most likely holding like the old HQ angle or playing somewhere in here. You then have one of you is going through here, just clearing sandwich, being careful that no one is there. You then have the smoke from mid thrown, which pops somewhere around here. You then want a smoke from here, which smokes off this, and then you need execute flashes, which means the 2 people belong. They can also nade, by the way. They can just like nade back at which this still works, And what you want is you need execute flashes. The main issue with this was you have the flash, like the person who flashes is exposed to 2 angles, which both are just covered up by smoke, which means if someone knows that you're going for a B play, you're going for this B play, you can only throw flashes from here. Because if you're getting closer to it, you're exposed to the entire bomb set and no one can cover you. And there's just no other angle. So what you do, you throw a flash that pops, like you either throw it close here, which is gonna force the first headwish player to duck, or you throw it back here, which goes through, which comes from below then. Or preferably you do both, and then you push the side with 4 people. That's like 2 from long, 2 from, and you then have either you have 4 people side. You probably either have the 2 CTs falling back that are side, and one is like probably vent hole. You either have them falling back or they die, which is the only 2 options really. And from that point onwards, CTs rotate, which means you have your AWPer, which is going to be with the people belong, holding this cross, so you know where they're coming from and when they're coming, and the other like the lurker is waiting for 5 seconds after the first side player dies, and then moves up to somewhere around here, at which point he will either catch the rotator with his knife out, who is trying to backstep, or he's going to rotator's gonna go through here and go through HQ, or backstep, either way probably with his knife out, and you just catch the rotator off guard, and that way you are on probably, if no one during the execute died, like if the execute works, no one dies there, so you're in a 5v1 at that point, and there's no way that that happens. So this is pretty much an easy execute. Issue with that is now you can't throw any of the smokes, because like the only smoke that you can still throw is this. You would need 2 people banana to take the info, because you can't smoke anything on banana from mid anymore. You can't throw execute smokes to B without exposing yourself to it, which is also going to be shit. You can't really throw flashes because the angles here will change. You can't get all the way into the corner anymore, which means you will need to go all the way here to throw a flash backside or a nade, which makes it a lot more difficult to, get like proper executes done. There's still decent bit of cover for the CTs on site here, which means they are not going to be easily swept out by just, people dry peeking in. So the entire map will be CT sided as shit. And generally more CT sided even than old Bureau Wars, which already has been significantly CT sided, right? Most good CS maps have like a 50-50. And this map is probably like from my experience, you get 5 rounds at max, probably less on T-side, which, you know, I don't think that that's gonna end well. Yeah, it takes a lot of the utility away from the map, because every idiot can smoke off a door that is like slightly smaller than the smoke. There isn't going to be much skill connected to that. Like it's short aim fights, just 1v1 fights, people walking into your aim assist. It's going to be simplified utility, like simplified to the max. Like the doors are exactly the size that every idiot could look at them and go like, oh yeah, I should probably smoke there. So it's a map made to be simple. And I don't think that is what the game needs, especially given that the game is already simplified enough with aim assist.